Hey there, fellow spooky enthusiasts. Welcome to our countdown of the top 5 most haunted places in the world. Get ready to explore some of the spookiest and most mysterious locations that have captured the imaginations of ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts alike. We're talking bone-chilling tales, unexplained phenomena, and maybe, just maybe, some actual ghostly evidence. Buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get weird. First up on our haunted hit list is the Everglades Beach Hotel in Florida, a place where the cocktails are strong, the sun is always shining, and the ghosts, well, they apparently never check out. Built back in 1926, this luxurious resort has seen its fair share of good times, but lurking beneath the surface of poolside margaritas and glamorous parties is a dark undercurrent of tragedy and mystery. Guests report hearing blood-curdling screams and moans echoing through the halls long after midnight. And the flickering lights? Some say it's just faulty wiring, but others believe it's the spirits of the restless dead trying to send us a message. Two of the most famous residents of this ghostly resort are Jessica and the child ghost. Jessica makes her presence known, and let's just say she's not exactly subtle about it. And then there's the child ghost, because apparently every good haunting needs a creepy kid to really up the fear factor. No one seems to know who this kid is, or why they're still hanging around, but guests report seeing a small, shadowy figure darting through the halls, giggling mischievously. So if you're ever in Florida and looking for a vacation with a side of paranormal activity, the Everglades Beach Hotel is the place to be. Just, maybe pack a nightlight. Next up, we're hopping across the pond to good old Scotland, a land of bagpipes, kilts, and more ghosts than you can shake a set of bagpipes at. And at the top of the ghostly hierarchy sits Edinburgh Castle, a sprawling fortress perched atop a volcanic rock like a king on his throne. Founded in the 12th century, this castle has seen it all: wars, sieges, executions, you name it. It's basically a history book brought to life, but instead of boring dates and names, you get ghosts. Lots and lots of ghosts. Visitors and staff alike have reported hearing phantom footsteps echoing through the stone corridors, the heavy tread of soldiers who fought and died within these very walls. And the screams? Some say they're the tormented cries of prisoners tortured within the castle dungeons, their anguish echoing through the centuries. Speaking of the castle's more prominent ghostly residents, we have to talk about Marcus and Lady Gregory. Marcus is a bit of a mystery. No one's quite sure who he was in life, but in death he's known for suddenly appearing, scaring the living daylights out of unsuspecting tourists, and then vanishing just as quickly. Lady Gregory, on the other hand, is a different story. Dressed in a long gray dress, she's been seen gliding through the castle walls, a vision of elegance and despair. Some say she's searching for something or someone lost to her long ago. Others say she's just lonely, doomed to wander the halls for eternity. But hey, it's not all disembodied voices and phantom footsteps at Edinburgh Castle. This place has it all: unexplained lights, shadowy figures lurking in the corners of your vision, and the overwhelming feeling that you're being watched. It's enough to make you wonder if maybe, just maybe, history isn't just something you read about in textbooks. Chapter 3. Aokigahara Forest, where whispers linger and shadows dance. From the ancient castles of Scotland, we venture now to the land of the rising sun, to a place where beauty and sorrow intertwine beneath a canopy of emerald green. This, my friends, is Aokigahara Forest, a place shrouded in mystery, steeped in folklore, and let's be honest, just a little bit terrifying. Formed thousands of years ago by the fiery wrath of Mount Fuji, this dense forest is a place of stark contrasts. On the surface, it's a vision of tranquility, with sunlight filtering through the trees, painting the forest floor in dappled light. But beneath this serene facade lies a darkness, a weight of sorrow that hangs heavy in the air. Aokigahara has become synonymous with suicide, a place where people go to escape their pain, to find peace amongst the trees. Visitors to the forest report hearing whispers carried on the breeze, disembodied voices that seem to emanate from the very trees themselves. Some say these whispers are the final farewells of lost souls, their pain and sorrow lingering long after their physical bodies have passed on. Others believe there's something more sinister, malevolent entities, feeding off the negative energy that permeates the forest. Aokigahara is a place of deep shadows, where the sunlight struggles to penetrate the dense canopy. And within those shadows, people claim to see things. Fleeting figures darting between the trees, dark shapes that vanish when you try to get a closer look. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, there's no denying that Aokigahara Forest is a place of immense power, a place where the veil between our world and the next seems thin, almost translucent. Chapter 4, Hotel St. Augustine, America's oldest haunted hotel. From the ancient forests of Japan, we now travel back in time and across continents to the oldest city in the United States, St. Augustine, Florida. And nestled amongst the cobblestone streets and Spanish moss-draped trees is a building that's seen more history than most textbooks, Hotel St. Augustine. Established way back in 1791, this place has housed everyone from Spanish conquistadors to swashbuckling pirates to, you guessed it, ghosts. This isn't just any old haunted hotel though. Oh no, this is America's oldest haunted hotel, which is basically the ghost equivalent of winning an Olympic gold medal. Over the centuries, this grand old dame has witnessed its fair share of tragedies, from fatal duels to yellow fever outbreaks to just plain old bad luck. And where there's tragedy, well, you know what follows? Ghosts. Lots and lots of ghosts. Guests report hearing unexplained noises at all hours of the night, footsteps creaking down empty hallways, doors slamming shut on their own, and disembodied voices whispering secrets in the dead of night. And the lights, they flicker, they dim, they turn on and off at will, as if controlled by some unseen stagehand determined to set the mood for maximum spookiness. But the real stars of this ghostly show are Margaret and, you guessed it, another creepy kid ghost. Margaret was a young woman who met an untimely end at the hotel, and now her spirit supposedly roams the halls, searching for something or someone. Some say she's looking for her lost love, while others believe she's simply unable to move on from the sight of her demise. Whatever the reason, Margaret's presence is said to be felt throughout the hotel, a lingering sadness that sends chills down the spines of even the most skeptical guests. And then there's the kid. This little phantom, whose identity remains a mystery, is known for his mischievous antics. Guests report seeing him darting through the halls, giggling and playing, oblivious to the fact that, well, he's dead. Some find it endearing, while others find it downright terrifying. So if you're ever in St. Augustine and looking for a taste of authentic American history, with a side of paranormal activity, be sure to book a night at Hotel St. Augustine. Just, maybe pack some earplugs and a nightlight, just in case. Chapter 5, Chateau de Brissac, the ghostly playground of Switzerland. Last, but certainly not least, on our whirlwind tour of the world's most haunted hotspots, we find ourselves in the heart of Europe, in the picturesque country of Switzerland. Now, when you think of Switzerland, you probably think of chocolate, watches, and maybe a yodeling goat or two, but hidden amongst the snow-capped Alps and charming villages lies a darker side, a side steeped in history, mystery, and enough ghostly tales to make your fondue curdle. We're talking, of course, about Chateau de Brissac, a majestic castle that looks like it was plucked straight out of a fairy tale. But don't let the storybook facade fool you, because this castle has a history as bloody and brutal as any medieval epic. Built way back in the 11th century, Chateau de Brissac has seen it all. Wars, sieges, plagues, you name it. Visitors and staff alike report hearing the heavy thud of phantom footsteps echoing through the castle's ancient halls, as if an army of spectral soldiers is still marching within its walls. And the cries? Some say they're the anguished wails of those who died within the castle walls, their souls unable to find peace. But the real stars of this ghostly show are, of course, the military ghosts. These ghostly soldiers are said to still patrol the castle grounds, their armor clanking eerily in the stillness of the night. Some say they're guarding the castle from unseen enemies, while others believe they're doomed to repeat their final moments for all eternity. So, if you're ever in Switzerland and looking for an adventure that's equal parts history and horror, be sure to pay a visit to Chateau de Brissac. Well, there you have it, folks. Our whirlwind tour of the world's most haunted places. From haunted hotels to spooky forests to castles with enough ghosts to form their own spectral army, we've covered it all. Thanks for joining us on this spooky journey through some of the world's most haunted places. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more chilling content. We're always on the lookout for the next big scare, the next unexplained phenomenon, the next ghost story that'll keep you up at night. Let us know in the comments which haunted location you'd like to visit, or if you have any ghost stories of your own. We're dying to hear your spooky tales, so don't be shy. Until next time, sleep tight, or don't if you're brave enough.